So today's my topic is with regarding the human dignity and how it works exactly in the world of sports. So the topic would be that I'm going to talk about today is the Russian Olympic team that who actually got completely banned in 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. The reason I wanted to pick this topic is the mainly what actually human dignity counts for this scenario. The reason is for that is now, as an enterprise, the Russian Olympic Committee, they were so much of aware about their athletes' well-being. They are so much of aware about the previous contingent game because you cannot just take part for the Olympics like as it is because it's a long process. So definitely World Anti-Doping Agency and all these standards are count on these players as in general. So now there's a question mark comes up. So with these athletes who were actually totally got banned, about 169 contingent that consist of that much of players because of their the doping violations. So now the Russian Olympic Committee, as an organization, they are speechless. They literally got banned, and it's kind of a real big, huge impact to the Russian government as well. The reason is for that is because that literally creates the image. Because a sports person or someone who is actually representing your country means that counts a lot because it's the capacity of showing to the rest of the world what you got, what you have. Now, having like this much of talented players and in the context of Olympics and literally got banned totally because of this is actually kind of a question and the topic to think back. Do we really have dignity on humans? So the dignity means, as you and me in general, so we as human beings, we all have our own values. We all being born with our values, to being able to respect, to get our own time, to get our own space, and we have to be like value just because we are born with as human beings. So now, as a humans, the Russian government, they literally manipulated their sports personals to the next level of the sporting context, which is not acceptable by the worldwide and as for the rest of the world of the countries, because it is prohibited way of showing a person's talents. Now, manipulating their own personals, manipulating their own talents, just using the substantials or the doping substantials, literally create huge drastic impacts, just not for just the current results and also in future. What it will be the side effect for that people? What is going to be the side effect for that future athletes? How are they going to cope up with their families? How are they cope up with their the future, the society? So these are the questions that can literally obviously can be raised up to the International Olympic Committee of Russia and also all those athletes, because for an athlete is the main biggest thing is to take part for the entire country. And if an athlete got banned in that sense, which is a very kind of a sad story, because number of years your hard work, a number of years your sacrifices, number of years your workouts, everything will be just kind of shattered right away because you really can't have your own self identity when you're dealing to this type of unacceptable scenarios. So in this situation, now the former anti-doping agency official, Dr. Gregory, he literally revealed more than about 1,000 stories are there just for the all these anti-doping, the doping violations, issues with Russia. And moreover, we cannot forget, because in the past Olympic history, there were 41 medals were called back because of the doping violations. So we always need to think, it's not just a matter of sport, it's just not a matter of the violation. What we actually need to think, do Russia consider the value of a human, the value of a person? How much would it be mean for a country, mean for a representative in terms of dignity? This is what we call that you need to understand. Because That dignity you cannot just use right away. You cannot misuse someone like right away, which is really count for the entire country, for that particular person's lifestyle as well. So I think on this, what I wanted to deliver to you is the dignity is something that, we as humans, we need our values. We were born with our values. But if you are tend to, or if someone tend to, destroy that in very unacceptable way, you as a human, first of all, despite of whether you are a top person for the country or not, you need to understand what value and what is worth for your life. So I think it's a short clip, just wanted to give you a heads up. So in the sport context, these are happens just to win a medal. But what next? What is your future? Do you actually count your value for your life? So this is always considerable in terms of the true talent and the manipulated talent. So always the dignity matters. Thank you so much for listening to me, and look forward to get your feedbacks. And so true, we all are humans. Thank you.